I don't think this was the plan, but Trump has unintentionally sabotaged the system of white supremacy. Now, he ain't necessarily created, but he did expose it. See, 'cause in America, a lot of people think or thought that we were in a post-racial society and those types of things are behind us, and there is no such thing as a racist society anymore. You know what I mean? We move past that, past the civil rights. But every time Trump gets on the microphone, we see that we are not past them days. In fact, we are still in them days, and he's talking that same shit now. So no, he did not create it. But yes, he did expose the fact that it is here and the system of white supremacy does exist, and there are people who are trying very hard to keep it in power, intact, and in motion. Trump has also indirectly and inadvertently mobilized the masses. Trump has indirectly and inadvertently mobilized the masses. Yep, even people who didn't necessarily agree on things before, who maybe if they were sitting at a table would sit there and have a long argument about this side or that side or this wing or that wing or this red or blue. Everybody in the room like, hey man, fuck this guy. Everybody's on the same page right now as far as none of us agree with what he is doing, and the fact that his poor decisions, his arrogance, his poor judgments has affected so many people that all of these affected people have mobilized, and now whether it's getting in groups in real life or they're getting online in chat rooms or getting in the comment section talking about how, hey, this shit is affecting all of us and none of us agree, and we are all in agreement of the idea that this shit needs to go. This shit needs to stop, and we got to get him the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? So his ignorance and arrogance has mobilized the masses. Not only that, but I think too many people have this grandiose image in their mind when you talk about white supremacy or when you talk about the system of white supremacy. You think about Big Brother, you think about the Illuminati, you think about these secret mega billionaire corporations, you think about, you know what I mean, there's this super hidden network of KKK clan members, just millions of them just all united and communicating and all on the same page, and there's nothing we can do because this giant massive system of white supremacy. We make it like that. We make it seem like this is fucking Godzilla, but Trump has made you see the system of white supremacy for what it is. It's a fucking scam. It's bullshit. It's a lie. It's an illusion. It's a fucking inconvenience. It's stupid as fuck. There's nothing cool about it. There's nothing right about it. There's no way you can make it make sense. There's no stats or info you can pull out your ass to make it make sense. Trump has single-handedly demonstrated to the whole world how being a white supremacist is anti-human. Trump has demonstrated to the entire world how being a white supremacist and believing in white supremacist values and upholding the system of white supremacy is anti-human. And everyone on the planet fucking hates it. That's the problem with being a symbol. Whether people agree or not, Trump is a symbolism for white supremacy. And every country around the world does not fuck with Trump. Nobody fucks with Trump. So if you're just some asshole out here in America, you still thinking, oh, I'm Team MAGA, I'm trying to make America great again. You was fucking wrong with the world. You was wrong with planet Earth. You know what I mean? And Trump is showing how that mindset, that attitude is like a fucking disease. It's a cancer that just destroys everything that it's around. You know what I mean? It goes deeper than red and blue. You know what I mean? It goes deeper than your politics. It goes deeper than that. And Trump has exposed how this white supremacist mindset is greedy as fuck, how it's selfish as fuck, how it even destroys white people. Yes, the system of white supremacy fucking destroys the people that it was intended to support. That's how fucking greedy this shit is. And that's why now you even got a whole long line of MAGA supporters, or who used to be MAGA supporters, who are now like, oh, wait a minute, this shit don't make no sense. You know what I mean? This shit don't make no sense. And it's crazy when your own people who was having the Trump flags and the Trump signs and the Trump banners and all types of shit, when all of them people are like, you know what, bro, this shit is dumb. Well, you know, what you doing up there, bro? If they looking at him like that, you know what I mean? This shit is over. He has divided the right wing so much They don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do. They don't know what the dogma is. They don't know what the plan, what the program is now. Everything's turned upside down because they had this idea in their mind, and now that it's like come out and come to life and affected real beings and has affected real human beings, we see the damage. And now there's a lot of people who help come up with these plans and help put them in place. Now they're hiding in the fucking closet because they see how much damage is done. They're like, oh shit, I was a part of that. Oh man, that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? That's what Trump has done. And perhaps one of the biggest ways Trump has destroyed the illusion of white supremacy, how he has sabotaged the system of white supremacy, as he has destroyed this image of America being a world superpower. That was the biggest thing that the system of white supremacy could hold on to, is this: America is the greatest, most powerful, richest nation in the world. Now it's not. You know what I mean? And why is it not? This is the consequence of greed. All that greed, all those deals behind closed doors, all that money you was making on the back end while leaving millions in poverty. There's a consequence. What goes up must come down. They just can't make money. The rich just can't keep getting richer, and the poor just can't keep getting poorer and poorer. I know we say it a lot, but that is not a fucking equation. It doesn't balance out. There has to be balance at some point in time. And in America, you got billion-dollar corporations trying to figure out how they're going to make some money next year. You know what I mean? What are they going to do when all the consumers are either broke or don't fuck with them? You know what I mean? The stock market, the financial source for a lot of the systems of white supremacy that exist, is collapsing. Well, all this money is just fucking vanishing in the thin air every time Trump gets on TV and opens his fucking mouth. Every time he says a fucking word, just, you know what I mean? It's crazy because in other countries, they are literally just sitting there looking at America like, you know what? It's not even worth the trouble. It's not even worth the stress. Even if they do like a few things about America or whatever, they're like, you know what? Fucking with America causes too much stress. There's too many repercussions. And somehow I end up getting bit. I end up getting burnt. I end up being negatively affected every time I fuck with America. So everybody else around the world is just like, you know what? Hey, we just gonna fuck with everybody else. Let's make a network amongst ourselves and let them Americans just do their fucking American thing over there. You know what I mean? And we haven't seen the consequence of that exile from the global community yet. You know what I mean? We haven't seen that consequence manifest itself in real life, but soon you'll see. But it's just crazy because I know that man got in office with intentions of upholding the system of white supremacy, of improving the system of white supremacy, of making it even stronger, better, and bolder. Instead, he has inadvertently made this shit collapse. He has inadvertently exposed the system of racism and injustice and greed. He has inadvertently destroyed, sabotaged the system of white supremacy. It's crazy how things work out sometimes. It's crazy.